too.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, welcome to the start of the game, Saskatoon versus Manitoba. The game that's so early, probably started yesterday in Manitoba. On the ice you have Mackruth, Bree, Austin, Finley, Radford. In net is Marcina. I'm up in the crow's nest. The only thing we can't do is actually see in the far corners. So no idea what's going on there. As pass rink wide for Radford. She puts that in for Finley. Finley in front to Austin. That loose ring goes to Finley. Shot off the body behind the net. Skating up the ice is Saskatoon. Puts that in the neutral zone. That'll get by everybody. That'll go bounce into the corner. Back to play it is Sierra. Sierra puts on the brakes, doubles back. Looks, has Bella up high. We'll get that to Bella. Bella put this up for Alyssa. Alyssa racing in. Shot, safe. Lentwich with it in the corner. Lentwich coming out. Bella tries to feed her across. That'll go loose ring. Got it collided pretty heavily. This is banged up. Going to head to the bench. That'll be dumped in the zone. Back to play it is Sierra. Coming around, Saskatoon in front, in the slot. Gets a shot. That's deflected. Marcina makes the save. Played rink. Wrapped around the ring. Got there to get it. Sierra, she stripped the ring. Number 7 will pick this up for Saskatoon. Saskatoon making line changes now. 10 coming around. Peels back. Has a girl in front. Now gains a slot. Gets a shot off. Scores. So putting it up underneath the crossbar over top of Marcina's shoulder, blocker side. And that'll make it 1-0 Saskatoon. Time of your goal, 8:06. Radford with it, gains the blue line. Radford peels back, puts this down low along the boards. That'll be dumped into the corner. This is Adams with it. Adams plays this down low over to Morgan. Gets by her, goes around the back of the Saskatoon net. Adams pressuring. They fight for this along the boards. Gordillo with it. Ooh, got away with a high stick there. Saskatoon skating up ice. Bowls over Morgan. Doubles back, puts this rink wide across the boards. Nobody there. Saskatoon is going to pick up this ring. But Radford will get it over to Davies. Davies puts this up for Finley. Finley checks. This ring goes to Radford. Radford up for Bree. Bree does get this. Handled. Now checks. Stripped to the ring. And away starts Saskatoon. Saskatoon goes in. That'll be across 2 lines. They're going to have to wait for a Manitoba girl to try to play it. Davies comes in, gets bumped off the ring. Saskatoon takes a penalty coming to Saskatoon. Interference looks like it's going to be the call. So Manitoba will go in their first power play of the game. So 2 minutes interference. Time of that penalty, 7:01. On the ice for your power play is Austin, Finley, Bree, Mackruth, and Wallner. We had a Toba chant going. Somebody had their coffee. Waiting for the penalty to be put up on the board. All right, Austin's going to put this along the board to Finley. Finley will skate around the net, Bree in front. Tries to put that over for Bree. That hits her skates, bounce right to the netminder. Netminder's going to throw it right to Bree. Backhand shot, forehand shot. Both good saves there by the netminder. Bit of errant goalie ring resulted in 2 good scoring opportunities for Manitoba. 1:42 left in the penalty to number 11. 6:42 remaining in the first. 1-0 your score, Saskatoon. Bella, Alyssa, Gracie, Mackworth, and Wallner out on the ice. This is Bella with it. Bella skating around, looking for something to get into. Drops this for Alyssa. Alyssa comes in, cuts across, gets a shot off, goes through traffic, bounces off the goalie wide into the corner. Bella picks this up again. Bella tries to feed this over for Alyssa. Alyssa cuts back in front for Gracie. Gracie tripped up. So she probably stepped on the ring. So this will be goalie ring for Saskatoon. She plays that down into the corner, which we can't see, thanks to the wonderful 4K cameras they have up here. Saskatoon plays this far side. Bella takes a spill. Played just over the blue line. Saskatoon's going to gain the zone here and set up shop, making changes. Ken puts that in the corner. Shot clock down to 8. That's centered in front. Goes to their forehand. Shot. Marcina makes a glove hand save. Marcina puts this behind the net for Waldner. Waldner checked. Waldner puts this across for Mackworth. Good job by Waldner to maintain possession. That's put up for Bella. Bella over for Alyssa. Alyssa with it along the boards. Ring went flying up in the air. I guess it was all tied up. Sticks, rings, everything went flying. 35 seconds remaining in the power play. 5:35 remaining in the first. Saskatoon girls, so I'm trying to get the time going as well. The remote scoring refuses to work. Adams, good checker trip, you decide. Gordello puts this over for Nasmik. Nasmik is going to gain the zone for Manitoba. Puts the brakes on, pivots, turns, drops this for Morgan. Morgan is going to get a penalty. Morgan centers that for Gordello, but looks like she's going to head to the box. So I think, yes. So number 13, Morgan, 2 minutes cross-checking. Time of that penalty, 5:01. It'll be 4-4 for exactly 1 second. And then Saskatoon will go on the power play. That's put along the boards. Come here across. Now drops. 7, back to 6. She makes a good move to a backhand. Shot through traffic. Doesn't get there. Finley will start away. She's got Austin up high. It's power play time for Saskatoon. That'll go back to Finley. She's checked. Good defensive play there. Saskatoon coming up with numbers 3-on-2. Putting the brakes far side. She couldn't handle it. It's a good thing she couldn't. She would have had a clean break to the net. You have Austin, Sierra, Nasmik in the triangle. Quick shot down low. Didn't contact the goaltender. Went into the corner. Saskatoon coming up. Shot clock down to 8. Now in front. Pull shot. Picked out by Marcina. Coming backside now. Working their way in front. Peeling back. Saskatoon making changes. Shot. Marcina gets a glove hand on that. Saskatoon with sustained pressure here. Bella comes out to take the center spot. Another block by Nasmik. Race for the ring in the corner. I think Nasmik comes up with it. It's difficult for me to see too. That'll get rimmed around for Sierra. Sierra with the ring. Puts on the brakes against the 2-on-2 forecheck. Now puts that over the blue line. Bella in trouble due to pressure. Played back into the zone. 2-on-2. Pulls for a backhand shot. Now forced out wide. Peeling back, number 11 skates around the net, working against Bella, Nasmik, Sierra. Radford comes on, try to change out those D that have been trapped in there for a while. Played in front, in the crease. That's blown dead. She was in the crease, literally. Goalie ring, Marcina dumps this behind the net. Radford stabs, has to pivot away from the two-person pressure behind the net, having to put on the afterburners. Plays that in front for Nasmik. Nasmik with it. Now up for Bella. Off her skate. Back to Nasmik. Goes to Bree. She's quickly checked. Loose ring goes into the Manitoba zone. Played back out into the neutral zone. That goes all the way down the ice. Over both lines, which is weird because they both have their sticks in their ring. So that'll come all the way down. It's 5-on-5, 2:43 remaining in the first. 1-0 score, Saskatoon. On the ice for Manitoba, Bree, Lentowich, Morgan, Mackworth, Radford, and Marcina. 24 working her way around the net. You have Morgan, Mackworth, and Radford in the triangle. Quick shot there. That's stopped by Marcina. Marcina can't find it now. Does pick it up, places behind the net. Mackworth fights off some pressure. Working up along the post boards. Puts that in for Alyssa. That'll go across both lines. Saskatoon places back into the neutral zone. Battle along the boards. Check. Loose ring. Checked again. Saskatoon makes her way into the slot. Backhand shot low. Behind the net, Mackworth comes up with it. So Saskatoon touches this, they will be blown dead. They were in the crease. That gets played up to Finley. Finley can't handle that thing in the neutral zone. Does get it now. Now plays it in deep. That'll get by Gracie into the corner. Back to play number 3 for Saskatoon. Line changes going on for Manitoba. On comes Adams. Played into center ice off the tip of the stick for Saskatoon. Radford jumps up. Played into Gracie. Gracie coming in. Drops this for Finley. Finley's checked. Now Gracie has a beat on the ring. They're just going to blow this dead. Blow the ring coming up. 1:31 remaining in the first. 1-0 your score, Saskatoon. That gets played backside. Up along the boards. Through the neutral zone into 17 for the possession. That'll start quickly working against Davies, Nasmith, Hildebrand. Adams up high. Bella coming on the ice for relief. Puts on the brakes, gains the slot, just skates right through. Shot, rebound. That goes up and over top of the net into the corner. Nasmith skating this out, looking for options, puts on the brakes, has Bella backside. That'll go to Adams instead. Adams with it in the neutral zone, doubles back. Drops this for Davies. Davies with it. Gonna put this up for Finley. Finley, shot, stopped. In front, rebound. Saskatoon gets possession, plays this up into the neutral zone. With one girl all the way down in our zone already. Sierra picks this up backside for Manitoba. Plays that out into the neutral zone for Gordillo. Gordillo back up to Sierra. Sierra cutting in. Gains the slot. Drops this back for Gordillo. Can't handle it. She would have had a good shooting opportunity. Bella does get a stick on it. Bella doubles back. Looking for someone to give it to. Plays this up for Austin. Austin for Manitoba. Takes a big bump. No call. Saskatoon play this up into the neutral zone. Now down into the offensive zone. Blowing dead, carried over both sides. And that'll be Manitoba ring with 9.6 seconds left of the first. 1-0 your score is Saskatoon. Can't do anything with the hands, guys. So Alyssa plays this back up. Clock ticking down. Finley shot. Hit the crossbar on a feed from Alyssa. I thought that went in. So we're going to hit the break, second period. Top of the second coming up. Your score 1-0. All right, welcome to the top of the second. You just scored 1-0 Saskatoon. This will go to Macarith. Macarith puts that in. Nice pickup there by Morgan. Morgan plays it down low over to Adams. Adams tried it in front for Morgan. Gordillo had her back to her, and that's going to be blown dead. I think Saskatoon was in the crease. I'm going to try to move after the second. There's just really no good spots here, unless I go on the far side, which I might. So this is Morgan with it. It's going to drop it back for Adams. Quick shot, sharp angle. That's saved by the Saskatoon netminder. She's going to throw this out far side. Saskatoon's make their way up the ice. Backhand pass into center ice. Now picked up by Saskatoon. They're going to dump this in the corner. Picked up by Radford. Radford makes a move. Trip top. That should have been penalty. I don't see any arms up. Now it's called. I think there is going to be a penalty. Yes. Yeah, so next period I'm going to move. I think I see a spot I could be. And then we could see the entire ice. Finley, Bree, Austin, Sierra, Nasmik out on the ice. 9:18 remaining. Number 6, 2 minutes hooking. Time of that penalty is 9:18, like I said previously. Bree with it along the boards. Bree, Finley coming all the way out to the red line for the loop in. Quick shot off a body wide. That was a big loop. Bree with it, trying to go to her backhand. Bree tripped up, checked. No call. Austin with it. Austin on her backhand. Pivots, puts his back for Bree. Bree down low for Finley. Finley shot, scores! So that'll make it 1-1. Power play goal. Time of the goal, 8:49. Oops, sorry. Okay. So on the ice, it's Gracie, Bella, Lentwich, Nasmik, Sierra. Coming across, Saskatoon gains a slot, working against the triangle. Can't get a good shot. Good D by Bella and Nasmik. Behind the net is Nasmik coming up ice, puts us over for Lentwich. Off of Lentwich's skates. She does pick this up. Puts us up in for Bella. Bella now in clean. Gets a shot down low. That's going to go wide into the corner. Now played into center ice. Past everybody. Over 2 lines. Alyssa back to pick this up for Manitoba. Alyssa pivots, turns. Looking for someone to give it to. Circles back again. Is going to rim this around the board for Sierra. Sierra back to play for Manitoba. Pivots away against the pressure. Puts that over for Lentwich. Who's doubling a D. Puts that up for Nasmik. Nasmik with it. Cutting back against the grain. Puts it to Bella. Bella tries to give that to Morgan. Bella puts his backside for Davies. Davies in for Gracie. Morgan trying to get a beat on that thing. Going to be... Shot clock will expire, so this is goalie ring. I thought it was going to be blown dead, which would have been better for Manitoba. That'll go up to number 7. Davies runs into her. Quick pass over to number 6. Checking by Radford. Upended. Call delayed penalty coming for that play though. I didn't agree with that. In the corner, played high. Marcina being screened. Now coming across, getting in the slot. They're looking always to shoot from the hash marks. They don't really play the low post that much. Now in front for the slot again. Number 6 will pick that up along the boards. Quick shot. That's saved. Turned aside into the corner. Saskatoon will maintain possession and pressure. Goalie on the bench for the extra attacker. Fed across, now coming in. Number 6. Quick shot down low. Stop. Rebound in front. Played again. It ruled in the crease. That'll be blown dead for a stoppage of play. 6:37 remaining in the second. 1-0 your score. the ice, Finley, Bree, Macrith, Waldner. Saskatoon will be on the power play with number 72, Radford. 2 minutes hooking. So Saskatoon on the power play. Just a note again, I will be moving after this period to the far side where you can see the entire rink, or most of it anyways. Saskatoon playing around the corner. Now coming up high, looking for someone to give it to. Macrith steals this, gonna start up ice, plays this up to Finley. Now played along the boards. Net card came off. I have no idea whose that is. That player would be unable to touch a puck. Now another penalty coming to Manitoba. They throw it in the corner. Quick shot, sharp angle. Marcina makes a save.
This is Alexis Snowden. She's one of your commentators.
Nice to meet you, Alexis.
And she was.
That would be blowing dead for Manitoba's second penalty. Time of the penalty, 5:48. I imagine that's going against Finley. So that'll put Saskatoon on a 5-on-3 or 5-on-3, and the 3-on-2 down low. There's going to be a minute 11 remaining in the first penalty. That'll basically give it a very extended 3-on-2. Played far side, quick shot. Marcina saves, wide open net. Saskatoon girl tried to force the rebound in. Marcina another stop. Tried to go over. Marcina was complaining it was pulled out of the crease. Looked like it might have been. They did agree. Ruled a goalie ring. Played behind the net. Sierra with it. Bounces this out. Bella. Now played into the Saskatoon zone. Played backside. Number 16. Back down low. Really wide triangle. Now she goes in the middle. Come up high. Walks in front. Quick shot off of Marcina's shoulder. Saskatoon again plays us down low. Now up high. Low post. Right across. No shot there. Got away from her. Walks in front. Now the slot. They're together. Walks out left side, backside, which was a good play. Tripping. Didn't call that one, thank goodness. Then walks in. Blocker save by Marcina. Rebound off the side of the net. 6 seconds left now in the 5-on-3. Down low, quick shot off the crossbar. They ruled off the crossbar. That'll go all the way down the ice. I don't know if that was off the crossbar or in, but they were in a better position than me. That'll get by number 11 up to the blue line, forcing her way in. It would be ruled double touch, and that'll be Saskatoon's ring with 38 seconds remaining in the penalty to Finley. 4:25 remaining in the second. 1 all your score. Shots on goal right now 8-6. This will be Manitoba's ring at center ice. On the ice, Davies, Macrith, Morgan, Alyssa. Macrith enters the circle. Put that off the skate. Alyssa giving chase, taking away the middle. Now puts it up. Being checked along the boards. In front, Saskatoon upended. Shot clock down to 8. Alyssa picked. Now played in front. Sharp angle shot, really no chance there. Played behind the net. This is Davies off the stick into the corner. Saskatoon's going to regain possession. Bella's going to take the zone as center with Macrith and Davies. Circling now, Saskatoon drops it along the boards. Coming in back front. Shot clock ticking down to 9. Saskatoon really will use the whole 30 seconds. They do not shoot needlessly or volume-wise. They will wait. That'll expire the shot clock. So 3:14 remaining in the second. This will be goalie ring. Marcina's going to handle this. Fakes a drop behind. Now plays this right onto the slot for Macrith. Macrith up for Finley. He's back to 5-on-5. Finley pivots back. Being checked. Puts that over for Waldner. Waldner puts this back up. Meant to Finley. She was checked at the last second. Gordillo in it now. Waldner, good checking. Loose ring. Goes to Gracie. Gracie along the boards. Tries to put that backside for Radford. Gordillo upended. No. All in play now, upended again. So that'll be blowing dead. I think they rode this Saskatoon ring here with 2:41 left to play in the second. 1-all your score. So it's coming all the way down. It's going to be Manitoba's ring, Adams, Gordillo, Morgan, Waldner, Radford. Adams going to start with the ring, put this along the boards for Gordillo. Gordillo making her way around the rink. Puts it in front. That meant for Morgan, I think. It was a kind of a wrist shot saucer pass. Morgan drops this for Adams. Adams tries to get this back for Morgan. Gets between her legs, goes along the board. Saskatoon gives chase. Throws it along the boards. In the row, this goalie ring for Saskatoon. 2:18 remaining in the second. 1:37 remaining in the penalty. Saskatoon tosses that into the corner, and away they start up the ice. Played into the center beautifully. Now dumped into the corner. Number 15 back to play this for Saskatoon. Coming across, Morgan now trying to defend. Backside pass, 28 picks this up. Weak shot, kicked out by Marcina. Waldner trying to get it. Now Morgan takes this, looking to feed this up ice to somebody. Saskatoon sitting on those outlet passes as well. Now play this back in, 15 over across the 16. Waldner takes a spill, backhand shot way over top of the net. That'll head into the corner. Manitoba making changes. Saskatoon changes as well. Cuts across the slot, plays this backside off the stick of Finley. Number 5 trying to gain body position for the ring. Cuts out 24. Quick shot down low. Marcino with the save, plays this behind the net. Now played up into the neutral zone. Across for Radford. Radford holds, plays this in for Finley. Finley in front for Austin, who's all alone. Brief shot from a wild angle that didn't even make it to the net. Blocked by number 9. Finley trying to get through, stripped to the ring, gets it back. Shot clock ticking down. Tries to play this down low for Austin. Show for a second net. That'll expire the shot clock anyways. Goalie ring coming up 53.6 seconds. Now that'll be tossed out into the neutral zone. In for number 6 along the boards. 44 seconds remaining. Penalty expiring right now. That'll make it 5-on-5. Power play ended. No real good scoring chances. Saskatoon tries to play that on in front. Finley will take this ring, put this up for Bella. Bella will get this, dump this all the way in the zone for Alyssa. Alyssa dive bombs in, gets this, finds a lane, plays this over for Gracie. Gracie misses it. Gracie gets upended. Saskatoon will play this out. Number 7 dumps this in. 17 will pick this up. 17 plays his backside. Broken up nicely by Radford. Radford plays this out. Now that'll be in. That'll expire though. All right, top of the second coming up. Your score 1-all. All right, welcome back to the top of the third. This is hopefully a lot better. Saskatoon starting with the ring. That'll be dropped along the boards. Checking delayed call coming. That was extraordinarily weak. Saskatoon coming in. Radford lowers the shoulder. Going to the triangle. You take your chances. Waiting for who's going to get this call. They don't know. Davies is going off for tripping, I believe. Time of the penalty, 9:42. That'll put Saskatoon back on the power play. Morgan, Macrith, Waldner out there. Adams up high. 15 cutting across, puts that nearly across. Shot goes off Marcina wide into the corner. That'll reset the shot clock. Saskatoon working around again. In front, Macrith does a good job of playing the ring out of harm's way. Back to pick it up as number 16. Now looking for somebody on the Saskatoon changing. Manitoba leaves the same girls on. Skating around. 1:23 now remaining in the penalty to Davies. Quick shot. That's blocked by Macrith. 24 coming in. Gets a sharp angle shot to reset the shot clock. Macrith plays this back into Marcina just in time. Played it behind the net. Macrith with it now skating up ice looking for someone to give it to. As Finley, but that's intercepted. As they teams continue to close off those lanes. In front, number 6 can't handle it. 24 will pick this up, doubles back, leaves that. We'll head to the bench for the change. 6 trying to, knocks over 2 Manitoba players. Gets a shot off, scores. So that'll be a power play goal coming at 8:27. Saskatoon player basically just bowled over a couple Manitoba players, took the shot off Marcina's blocker into the net. And that'll result in a 2-1 lead. That'll be dumped in the zone. Austin cutting in front. Nothing there. Now behind the net. Shot clock ticking down to 10. Leaves that for Finley. Finley trying to get through the triangle. Does. Shot, save, rebound. Played in front. Saskatoon netminder plays this out along the boards. That's a lot better here. You can see majority of the play. No hands. No hands in the way. Saskatoon play this east-west. Over there to pick it up is 19. He's going to dump this in the zone. Saskatoon set up again. Manitoba fails to get any sustained pressure. 17. This is Ed breaks in. Quick shot down low. Rebound. Picked back up again by Saskatoon. That'll reset the shot clock. Give this to 11. 11 cutting around the net. Bella, Nasmik, Sierra. Number 11 drops that back. 16 pulls this to the backhand. Slides it straight across. One-timer attempt. Sierra got a stick on that to delay that enough and push this shot so it hit the side of the net. As that was a wide open attempt there by Saskatoon. 7:17 remaining here in the third period. Shots 19-9 for Saskatoon as they're really starting to pull away in possession and scoring chances. 15 puts us along the boards over for Volmer, Bubnik. I can't read. Lettering's in red and it kind of blends into the jersey a bit. Backhand shot off Marcina's blocker. That'll go into the corner. Saskatoon will pick this up right there as they maintain possession. Tries to feed that into the slot. Good job by Radford, the jump on this. Radford plays this up for Alyssa. Alyssa fights off a check, knocks her girl over, plays this back up for Radford. Radford all the way in for Bella. Bella in front for Alyssa, tries to get a shot off. Alyssa upended, delayed call coming to Saskatoon. That was a pretty obvious call. So that'll be, looks like it's going to be hooking is the call. So that'll be number 3. 2 minutes hooking. Time of the penalty, 6:33. So Manitoba going the power play. 6:33 remaining here in the third. 2-1 Saskatoon. Shots are a lot to not very many, but Manitoba's on the power play. Hopefully a chance to start to turn that around along with the scoreboard. Morgan cuts in front, looking for a shot. They battle away. Adams can't get a bead on it. Spring trickles into the Saskatoon netminder. She's going to throw that out past Gordillo. Along the boards. Now Morgan back to make a play. Saskatoon's just going to squeak that into the zone. Now it's Makarith holding it along the boards. Be blown dead. So Saskatoon ring, 6:02 remaining in the third, 1:30 remaining in the third period. On what is a very early morning game. They actually have a all-women's network. I didn't realize that broadcasts the NRL games with commentary, guest speakers, and 4K TV, which is pretty cool. I was up in the booth talking to the people up there. It's great for exposure for the sport. Saskatoon working her way around the power play. The backside gets by 9. She'll pick this up. No name. Quick shot down low. Marcina kicks out the pad. Makarith tries to dump that in the far corner. Waldner tripped up. No call on the play. Saskatoon will regain possession. Play that backside. They controlled the ring here almost the whole power play so far. 53 seconds remaining in the power play. Let's go off the skate. Quick shot off another stick. Number 10 will pick this up for Saskatoon. Tripped up. No call. That would have been weak. Stolen by Saskatoon. Cutting in. Backhand shot. Marcina makes a save. Hacking and whacking in front. This is going to be Saskatoon's ring coming up with 33 seconds remaining in the penalty to Saskatoon. 2-1 your score. 5:05 remaining. Shots are listed as 19-9. They're a lot higher than that. They just had several shots on net. On the ice, Bella, Alyssa, Gracie, Sierra, and Nasmith. Sorry, it's very early. I have not finished my morning coffee. Names are slow. Cut in front, work backside. Quick shot, really sharp side, misses the net. That'll go around to the other side. Nasmith with it, plays this up. Gracie, bouncing ring. Can't get it, bats this, but it inadvertently goes right back to the Saskatoon player. That should have been carried over both sides. That should have been blown dead, wasn't though. Manitoba will get the ring, puts this up for Alyssa. And away starts Sierra, Alyssa, and Bella. Goes to Sierra. Sierra takes a quick shot from the slot. Tries to regain the rebound. Alyssa's shot. Scores on the rebound off Sierra's shot. That'll tie the game at 2-all. That won't be a power play goal as it comes at the 4:15 marker. And the Saskatoon girl exited the penalty box. So Alyssa from Sierra, time of that goal, 4:15, and we have a tie game. On the ice, Morgan, Adams, Gordillo, Radford, Makarith. Saskatoon, Bubnik drops this. Kruger, quick shot. Marcina had to be reactive on that. Kicked out the low pad, put that in the corner out of harm's way. That'll be played up to Gordillo in the neutral zone. Low and dead. Saskatoon's ring coming up here. 3:47 remaining in the third. 2-all your score. Well, we can see the rink, but I can't really see the scoreboard anymore. That's a good trade-off, I guess. Word of the day, the phrase of the day is, we'll see how the game ends. I might have to make this rated R to complete that one. They're giving me harder and harder ones, folks, to put into the game. This will be Saskatoon cutting around. Now gains a slot of pick play. Shot up high. That's how they scored their first goal of the game. Exact same play. Almost produced another one. Another quick shot. Marcina kicks that out. That'll go to Macrith. Macrith trying to get that up to Morgan. Morgan put that back into the neutral zone as she was pinned against the blue line. Saskatoon cutting in front. Again, they look for that slot shot over and over and over again. Notice they don't really bank it off the goalie either. They will fire the thing. Fire it hard, sharp angle, doesn't matter. And they will use a whole shot clock to get the chance that they want. Where, by contrast, Edmonton would fire the thing as soon as they had a shooting range. Neat to see the different kind of tendencies and strategies of the teams we play. Radford and Macrith and Finley on the ice. Austin Bree up high. That's played back up. Boom. If that was an intentional pass, that was nice. Saskatoon, quick shot down low off a body deflection. Marcina had to be sharp on that one. Played out to Finley. Finley kind of checked. I don't think she got what she wanted in that pass. So Saskatoon will pick this off in the neutral zone. Dump this back in. Now gathered up. Played down low. Saskatoon again have sustained pressure as the turnovers in the neutral zone are continuing to mount. Finley, Macrith, Radford still in the triangle. Trips, falls, shot clock ticking down. Yeah, you know what? I think you're seeing a lot more falls just due to the skate sharpening of the kids. I played so many games and been on the ice so much. Marcina literally deked that girl off her skates with the goalie throw. she couldn't react fast enough. Toe pick fell. It was good. It was good. Not often you see a player deked out of their skates on a goalie ring throw. Pinned along the board. It's going to be ruled goalie ring as Macrith is upended. This is at least to give a chance for the D to get changed. On will come Davies. Nasmith comes flying in. As they toss this behind. That'll go to Nasmith. Nasmith up for Bella. Off Bella's skates. Back to Nasmith. Nasmith tries to get this over for Bella. Along the boards, Bella in front for Alyssa. Alyssa's shot, rebound. I'm going to say in the crease. That'll go to the Saskatoon netminder. Made a good save. That'll be tossed out along the boards. Good checking there. Now delayed penalty coming. Don't agree with that one. Cutting in front, Saskatoon breaks for her backhand. Now her forehand. Delayed penalty. Now leaves that. Number 7 picks this up. Slides that across. 6 shot. Marcina makes a save. Goes into the corner. Saskatoon again maintains pressure. Plays this in front. Number 6. Slot shot. Hits her own player. Rebound in front. Ring was in the crease. As the proper call. Looks like number 15 Lentwich. 2 minutes hooking. Time of that penalty 35.5 seconds. That'll put Saskatoon on the power play with it being 2-all. Again, we're in the third. Remote scoring doesn't work, but at least the scoreboard works, the Zoom works. I'm not working either. So Manitoba's ring, because Saskatoon was in the crease. That'll go to Davies. Davies up for Morgan. Morgan plays this up for Adams. That'll go off the tip of her stick. Saskatoon counter-attacking again. Number 6 skating around. We'll leave that for 10. 10 with it in front, quick shot down low, really kind of more like a pass to the goalie. 29 coming in, quick shot. Marcina kicked that out right into the slot. That'll end the period. Your score after 3, 2-all. 1:25 remaining in the penalty to Alyssa. Top of the 4th coming up. This is Waldner is going to dump this into the corner for Gordillo. Gordillo back to pick this up. Has Bella with her. Sierra up high. That'll go over for Bella. Ooh, that was semi-dangerous. The girl let up right at the right moment so that it was kind of soft, but she's going to go to the box anyways. Credit to her for letting up. That was a good play. That could have been a way worse. Instead, it was just a soft fall. So number 11, 2 minutes roughing. Time of that penalty, 9:44. I don't like contact at all in that 3 feet by the boards, but I'll give credit for her. She did let up. Bree, Finley, Sierra, Waldner. Minute 10 left in the penalty to Alyssa. So it'll be 4-on-4 until then. Bree check, stripped of the ring. Saskatoon has this, plays this up. They start away 2-on-1. On a breakaway, cuts in, goes to a backhand shot. Marcina makes a great blocker save. I am not that fast on the zoom button, folks. It's not my fault the kids are too fast, I'm too slow. Physically. Mentally, I'm sharp as a tack after noon with 4 coffees. There's stipulations and caveats. Read your broadcasting agreement. Sierra plays this in for Bree. Bree checked. Turns over the ring. Waste our 2 Saskatoon attackers. Skating down ice. And we got the glare so that you can't see anything, which is great. Saskatoon playing this down there. 19 seconds remaining in Manitoba's power play. Shot blocked by Waldner. Rebound comes out. Backhand shot just trickles wide. Marcino will grab this. Toss this out to Sierra. Sierra has Morgan up high. We'll play it to Morgan. Morgan in a battle along the board. Still with it. Good battling by Morgan. Flips this over to Waldner. Penalty over for Alyssa. Bree with it. Bree puts this up for Morgan. Morgan to Alyssa off the tip of her stick as Alyssa was in prime shooting position. That'll be played up ice. Checked by Alyssa. Alyssa turns the string over. Coming up, she has Finley with her. Alyssa puts this over for Radford. Radford tries to fake it. Now looking for Alyssa. Can't get it to her. Radford backside has Alyssa in front. Finley up high. Drops this for Finley. Finley cuts through. Doesn't have a shot. Goes backhand. Now forehand. Tries to put that into Alyssa. That was a tough play. Somebody was in the crease. I think it was us. They're going to touch this. That's going to be blown dead. Goalie ring coming up. 7:48 remaining in the fourth. 2-while score. 4 seconds remaining in Saskatoon's power play. She'll dump this along the boards. Austin tries to get there. Can't. Adams comes off the bench in relief. Loose ring goes to Radford. She turns it over. Radford with it. Puts this across. Intercepted. And away starts Saskatoon. 3-on-1. Coming over to 15. Puts on the brakes. Passes it back. Nice pass. Marcina makes a great save again. The stupid Bloom. That thing right there. Can't see anything. I'm going to try to keep that. It doesn't matter. Sorry, folks. There's nothing I can do about that. There's a light right up and to my right, and that's causing the kind of the Bloom effect. So this is going to be Saskatoon's ring. 7:10 remaining in the fourth. 38-14 shots for Saskatoon. Yeah. There's a Saskatoon skating around the net. Plays this up high. Quick shot that goes up and over top of the net. Cutting in front. 7 slides that across. 24. Sierra in a battle. Can't get there. Quick shot. Sharp angle. Saskatoon again maintains possession. The shots are piling up here. Goes over, cuts in front. Another shot. Marcina blocker save. Saskatoon will pick this up again. They've been down there for majority of the game in our end. Number 7 pivots back, drops this for 6. Cutting across. Try to be forced out. Tries to get a shot off. Weak one. That'll be played into the corner by Marcina. Bouncing ring. Finley Backed off by 2 Saskatoon attackers. Places up for Morgan. Morgan up for Alyssa. Picked up there by Bree. I got to zoom out. Bree along the boards. Bree ring frozen. That'll be Saskatoon goalie ring with 5:49 remaining here in the fourth. 2-all your score. 42 to 14 shots. We're efficient. We're an efficient scoring team. How's that? Port far side being watched by Bella. Bella, Gracie. Manitoba still hasn't put another player on the ice. There we go. Gordillo. Shot clock ticking down to 6. Shot on Marcina. Rebound all alone. Marcina had to deal with the rebound by herself. Nobody was around. That'll be put into the corner. Radford gives chase. Radford against 2 forecheckers will put that east-west over for Davies. Davies up for Bella. Bella for Davies. Davies tries to get that for Gordillo. Intercepted by Saskatoon. Saskatoon will play this out down the ice. Up. Now making wing partial breakaway. Comes in. Backhand shot. Scores. Well, law of averages says that was coming as the shots are 45-14. And that would put Saskatoon in the lead 3-2. Time of that goal, 4:50. Waldner going to put this across for Makarith. Makarith over for Waldner. Waldner's going to dump that all the way down the ice. Alyssa back to play it. Was left after Finley, intercepted there. Played up by Saskatoon. Saskatoon make their way down the ice. Checked. I don't know who. Maybe Waldner. Alyssa in there. Alyssa tries to get that up for Austin. Austin upended back for Alyssa. Alyssa plays this back for Waldner. Waldner checked by 2 Saskatoon girls. And they'll make their way back up the ice. Give and go in front. Quick shot. Marcina save. Rebound. Backhand shot. Just goes wide. Finley in the corner. No. Finley loses the ring. Now goes to Saskatoon. And again, they set up 4 minutes remaining. 3-2 your score, Saskatoon. They cut back. Backhand shot. Marcina saves that. Marcina plays this down low in the corner for Makarith. Makarith across for Finley. It goes off of her stick over the line. Makarith can't get there. Saskatoon again, another turnover in the neutral zone. Waldner in trouble, pivots away from pressure, puts this up for Bella. Bella cutting across, looking for someone to give it to, shoots us all the way down the ice. Adams back to play it. Adams, good job curling that ring. Has Bella in front, Morgan out wide. Adams across for Morgan. Morgan, quick shot off the post. Off the goalie, off the post. As Manitoba came that close to tying the game, and away starts Saskatoon, 3-on-2. Bella hustling to get back, played out wide into the slot. Bella blew a tire. She's only got 2, so it results in a skid out. Is that a word? Skid. Is that 2 words? Skid out? Well, they're 2 words. Skid and out. Finley playing defense. Shot clock down to 4. Thrown back to Marcina. Nasmith in the corner. Saskatoon will come up with the ring again here with 2:50 remaining. Manitoba has gone to a 2 low now for the breakout. That's where we have the 2 forwards down on the ringette line. The high-low is the one where the 1 forward's really high up and you have the forward really down low. Quick shot. Marcina makes the save. Unfortunately, that goes right back to Saskatoon. Notable difference here. We play a very shallow, conservative triangle. Saskatoon and Regina, and especially Saskatchewan teams, they'll force you right up to the boards. Quick shot in the slot. Played back into the crease by Marcina. Marcina tosses this over for Sierra. Sierra up for Alyssa. Alyssa plays that over for Finley. Finley over for Bree. As Finley, I don't think Finley has a shot. There go to Alyssa. Alyssa's shot. That goes wide, glove side. Loose ring behind the net. Alyssa checking. Bree joins in. Bree does get the blown dead. I guess they were saying someone was in the crease. I don't know. Your guess is good as mine. That gets thrown up high to number 11. Saskatoon skates up ice. Now dumped all the way down into the Manitoba zone. Radford makes a good play on it. Radford That's Bella up high, but Manitoba was changing, so Saskatoon will again turn that over in the neutral zone. Kind of tail of the tape here, folks. Put back in, 11 going in, one-on-one, goes outside, elects not to shoot. It's Saskatoon's best interest now just to maintain possession and tick away the seconds here. Number 11 going to her backhand shot, gets upended, no call on the play. They're going to blow that dead, but we were pushed in the crease. I have a problem with that rule. It should be like hockey. You get pushed in the crease. Let's just say you get pushed into the goalie. That should be Manitoba's ring, goalie ring, or they should be allowed to play the ring. Anyways, timeout Manitoba. 1:11 remaining. 3-2 the score. Saskatoon 51-15 the shots. Remainder of the game coming up. Yeah. Broken up here. Played off the boards. Alyssa's going to grab this. Alyssa has Bree. Plays this over for Bree. Bree has Finley. That'll go to Saskatoon instead. Slow and dead, though, as Saskatoon had 4 in. Thank goodness. So Manitoba ring here, 59 seconds. Goalie on the bench should result in the 4th attacker. And it is. Adams will take her spot in front of the net. Flanked Bree in the circle with the ring. Bree will play this out to Finley. Bree with it, or Finley with it, over for Alyssa. Alyssa back for Finley. Finley over for Bree. That'll go into the corner. Bree over for Alyssa. That gets by her. Alyssa will get to the ring. Alyssa body checked. That's going to be Manitoba ring. Lineup of play, that the way they whistled that down. This thing that could say is this Saskatoon player landed on the ring. Or stepped on the ring. That would be the 2 reasons for the Manitoba having possession of the ring. That'd be my guess. I ain't on the bench. I ain't on the ice. Good thing I'd be in the penalty box. A lot. Where I spent most of my hockey career. Shot clock's at 13. Shot clock at 13. Now to 12. The shot clock is not reset. Finley back for Alyssa. Alyssa's shot. That goes wide high. Unfortunately, the shot clock's ticking down. They never reset the shot clock. Goalie ring. I guess it didn't matter as it was frozen in the corner, but you could see the difference in the aggression of Saskatoon's triangle. Even on a 4-on-3, they will go after any loose ring, and it paid off there. Down along the boards, good play by Radford. Steals this, puts this up for Bree. Bree trying to make a move. Backhand shot, score! 15.7 seconds left. Bree puts a backhand shot in. That'll tie the game. On our 17th shot of the game. 3 goals, which is wild. Well, we got to hold on for 15.7 seconds. I don't think there's any overtime. There's no overtime, eh? I doubt it. It'd be us. We won a game, they only tied.
Oh, okay.
So if, by my math, which isn't the greatest at the best of times, if we hold on to a tie, we will actually get 6. because we have a win and Saskatoon only has a tie, unless we go to overtime, which it doesn't look like we're going to overtime. Manitoba's still staying on the bench. There is overtime. Because why not, folks? Okay, well, overtime coming up. All right, welcome to the start of overtime. Alyssa Finley, Bree, Sierra, Nasmik. Saskatoon is going to start with the ring. They did win the coin toss. Manitoba chose to defend the near side, which is typically what you do. You always defend your near goalie. Flipped over, now broken up high. Saskatoon will look for that shot between the hash marks. It seems to be prototypical. And there it comes, coming in, shot, blocked. Gets forked all the way out to Alyssa. Alyssa along the boards. Alyssa puts that over for Nasmik. Nasmik fires that in deep and picked off by Saskatoon. They had two girls covering Bree in the deep corner. This is Macrith in trouble, puts us over for Nasmik. Nasmik up to Finley. Finley over to Bree. As Manitoba sets up shop, slows it down. Alyssa heads in front of the net. Puts his backdoor to Finley. Finley over for Bree. Bree back to Finley. Finley shot off a body wide. Bree back to get it. Shot clock down to 4 in front. Alyssa with it. Shot. That's saved. I thought there was a rebound actually, but it landed in the crease. Back to the blue line checking. Saskatoon will get that in the corner. Saskatoon changing. Manitoba changing. On comes Bella, Austin, Morgan. Plays that backside. Quick shot. Marcina's save. Radford picks this up. Pivots around. Radford puts it all the way down the ice. Austin there. Can't make a play on it. Blows the tire. Bella picks it up, however. Goes to Morgan. Morgan setting it up. In comes Austin. Bella in front. Drops to Morgan. Morgan around the ice, in front to Morgan. Morgan shot, rebound. Austin can't. Yeah, control is the name of the game. Now go over to Morgan. Morgan checking.
Way to go. Come on, Serena. Hand on it.
That'll be blown dead. That should be Manitoba's ring, and it is. With 2:59 remaining in the fourth, obviously fifth actually, 3-all-year score. Alyssa, Finley, Bree, Sierra, Nasmik back on. Shot clock again, having trouble resetting. Sometimes when you press it, it doesn't reset. It's not that the shot clock operator isn't pressing it. It's at times they don't reset. Alyssa parks in front. Finley coming around. Shot off the blocker into the net. This will be Manitoba ring. 2:44 now remaining here in overtime. Finley will start with the ring. Alyssa far side, Bree out wide, Sierra up high. That'll be put over for Lentwich. Lentwich with it. Back to Finley. Finley tried to play that back in front. Saskatoon will just take the ring and run with it now. Plays that into the neutral zone. Now played in the slot. Forced out wide. Drops that back along the boards. Trying to adjust the camera. It does not like that light. Saskatoon full change. Shot clock down to 8. Cutting in front. Now a quick shot. Rebound comes out here. Plays that back into Marcina. That'll be played all the way up to Finley. Finley put this up for Alyssa. Alyssa puts on the brakes. Drops this back for Finley. Does not make it over the blue line. And away starts Saskatoon. Good back checking by Alyssa. Quick shot score. So on a shot from a slot, just inside the ring head line, floats its way under the crossbar. That'll hand Saskatoon the win, making it 4-3. And that'll end the game. Your final score, 4-3. And we're on our way home. Safe travels, everyone.